As the title states, today I'll be introducing to you the world of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Because I care for both your time and mine, I'll keep it brief. HTML, hypertext markup language, as the name implies, is a markup language used to structure documents designed to be displayed in a web browser. CSS, cascading style sheets, is what defines the visual presentation and layout of an HTML page. JavaScript is a programming language that allows you to add interactivity and dynamic behavior to otherwise static web pages. Okay, I've explained it, but even this brief explanation might seem confusing if you've never worked with these before. So let me give you an analogy I like to use when thinking of them. Think of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript as components, or more precisely, files, that make up one complete entity, a website. HTML is the skeleton of the website. It consists of tags such as divisions, list items, plain text, and so on, which, once put together, define the structure and shape of the site. CSS is the skin and clothing of the website. It controls colors, fonts, spacing, and overall style, making the raw HTML visually appealing and user-friendly. It does this through properties that are applied to HTML tags referenced via IDs and classes, as shown here. JavaScript is the brain and the muscles of the website. It gives the page logic, movement, and interactivity, allowing elements to respond to user actions like clicks, scrolling, and so on. In other words, it adds functionality to what would otherwise be a pretty but lifeless page. Doo, 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 doo. And that's it. That's all there is to it. But okay, we've got the general definition and an analogy. But how does this actually look like in practice? Well, let's have a look, shall we? The following is a super basic index.html file. As you can see, it has the following tags: head, the head of your site; title, the title of the tab on your site; and so on. If you look at the style tag, it contains the entirety of the CSS, which, as mentioned earlier, is simply a bunch of properties that reference tags via identifiers and classes in order to give them some, well, style. You can do this with the tags themselves, or even more precisely, with tags that have been given an ID. Then we have the body, which is the core of your website, and it is what determines its primary layout. I've kept it minimal, only including a H1 header and a paragraph tag for simplicity's sake. But it can get as sophisticated as you want it to be. The H1 header contains the identifier of Hello World, which we reference in both the style section and the script section, to both give some styling and functionality. Finally, we have the script section, which is the more scary looking of the bunch, but in short, all we're really doing is retrieving the Hello World tag from the HTML document and modifying it by adding an event listener to it that responds whenever it's clicked and alerts the user. Now, my goal of this video is not to get you familiar with the minute detail of even the syntax of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Rather, it's to give you a general idea of what it is and how it works. Because I think that many times what truly makes things click is looking at the big picture first, and then trying the minute detail yourself, once you understand what's going on at a large scale. I I put gosh darn it. Okay. I plan on making a more detail-focused course that you can reference once you're ready to dive into those minute aspects. It'll cover all the finer coding details and implementation steps. If you're interested, feel free to follow the link below to fill out an interest form to pre-order. No commitment required, as well as leave feedback on what you'd like to see included in it. That said, if you're simply interested on getting things done and want a quick video on a project that you can start right now from the get-go, Feel free to check out my upcoming video where I walk you through building an online resume in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Once it's out, I'll have it linked down below and also on the end screen so that you can check it out. But yeah, that's all. Bye bye. I hope I recorded that. Oh, I think I did. I feel like that one was much better. That one was solid work. Like I don't even think I need to watch it. Oh, oh wait, I didn't stop recording.